Right now, thousands of planes are crossing oceans, deserts, even the North Pole. But one place on Earth stays almost empty: Antarctica. Look at any live flight map and you'll see it. A giant white continent with almost no planes above it. Is it forbidden? Is something hiding down there? The real reason is stranger. And it starts with a simple rule. Every airliner with two engines follows a rule called ETOPS. Never fly more minutes from a runway than you are rated for. If one engine fails, the plane must reach a runway within a set time: 90 minutes, 2 hours, sometimes 3. Now look at Antarctica. 5.5 million square miles, and not one single commercial airport. Zero. There are a few research airstrips, carved into ice. Many only open in summer. None can handle a stranded passenger jet. So the math simply fails. Over the South Pole, there is nowhere to go. No runway, no rescue, no exceptions. But wait, planes cross the North Pole every single day. Same ice, same cold. Why is that allowed? Because the Arctic is an ocean surrounded by airports. Alaska, Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Siberia. Safe runways circle the entire region. Antarctica is the opposite. A frozen continent lost in empty ocean. Thousands of miles from any city. And then there's problem number 2. The fuel inside a plane's wings can actually freeze. Jet fuel turns to slush at around minus 47 degrees Celsius. Antarctic air can drop below minus 60. On long polar routes, pilots actually monitor fuel temperature and descend into warmer air if the tanks get too cold. Problem 3. Near the poles, your compass starts lying. The magnetic field bends, and navigation gets tricky. Modern jets use GPS, but signal and radio fade near the bottom of the world. For hours, you're alone. And problem 4 might be the scariest. Imagine an emergency landing that actually succeeds. On the ice. Now what? Rescue teams would need days to reach you. In whiteout storms with 200-mile-per-hour winds, maybe weeks. That's why airlines route around the continent. Santiago to Sydney, Johannesburg to Perth. They curve north, adding hours on purpose. There's also a simpler truth. Almost nobody needs to fly over the South Pole. The Southern Hemisphere has far fewer travelers. The world's busiest routes connect North America, Europe, and Asia, and their shortest paths cross the Arctic, not Antarctica. But here's where it gets interesting. Some planes do fly over Antarctica. A few times a year, sightseeing flights leave Australia, circle the ice, and fly straight home. No landing. Military transports and science flights land on ice runways at research stations, with skis and very brave pilots. In 1979, a sightseeing flight crashed into a hidden mountain during a whiteout. The rules changed forever after that. Since then, polar flying became strict. Special training, special equipment, and survival gear for every single person on board. So no, Antarctica isn't forbidden. There's no law, no cover-up, no secret, just physics, distance, and respect for the cold. And it might change. Airports keep improving. Longer-range jets keep arriving. Flight routes keep creeping further south every decade. One day, your flight might glide quietly over the South Pole. Until then, here's a question for you. Would you board the first airline route over Antarctica? Tell us in the comments. Hit subscribe to Kinetic and keep looking up.